Hey everybody, welcome back to 1776 Robust. So I'm going to try to do this final update on the Canon TP9SF Elite as fast as I can, with going into as much as I found today so that you guys can make an informed decision as to whether or not this gun is worth purchasing for you. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is that this gun, extremely accurate. It is absolutely a really good gun to shoot. There's no doubt about it. The results that I had today in regards to shooting this gun were really good. Just to give you a quick idea, this target I'm going to show you was done at approximately 7 yards, then 15, then 20 yards at my indoor gun range locally here. And hopefully I didn't blind you with that, but you can see the headshots are pretty on target. A couple of flyers, a couple on the border. You had a couple of neck shots right there. Ultimately, as I traveled down the target, you can see that that's the center mass. Just really nice shooting. So very pleased with how accurate the firearm is. So that is a big bonus. Now, getting into what the video was about in the first place, that was about the actual ejection of the cartridges, or the shells, or the casings, or whatever else you want to call them, in regards to 115 grain, 147 grain, 147 grain plus P. Now, the 115 grain did not have too many ejection issues. I have to tell you that I'll try to attach a video that I shot. It didn't come out so great, but ultimately you'll see that when I'm holding the pistol, it doesn't just clear my arm. It actually, you can't even see it. So that means the ejection pattern was actually a little bit better this time, even with the lighter ammunition. The 147 was aluminum casing, not a plus P round, just regular 9mm. That actually ejected a little bit more positively, but not like extremely positive. In other words, it wasn't throwing them out like a rocket. The 147 grain plus P, that's where I saw the best results. Again, this is why I said in the earlier video that maybe the idea or the hypothesis is that with the the higher pressure, once the casings are being ejected, you see the more positive ejection. But again, I can't confirm or deny that that's what it is. I will tell you that I definitely saw better results with the higher pressure ammunition, but again, I don't know if I really like the idea of that, because why do you have to have higher pressure rounds in the gun that you're going to carry? You should be able to carry any 9mm you have without having to worry whether or not it's going to cause any failures or anything like that. But again, that's just me and my opinion. Doesn't have to be yours. Now, some of the other issues that I found with the gun today that I think is going to seal the deal for me on this one was I was shooting this gun, and one of the things that happened was I had a magazine loaded in, and you can see sometimes this mag actually gets stuck, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if you saw that, but you see it's actually stuck right there. I actually have to hit it in order for it to go in, which is another thing I don't like. But it only happens on this mag, not the other one. Go figure. Now, one of the things that happened when I was shooting, I had about 4 rounds left. And when I pulled the trigger, the fifth round went out, no issues. But when the slide came back, instead of it going back into battery, it locked in place. So I don't know why that is. I even looked down, and I'll show that in a video. I pulled the magazine out, made sure the barrel was clear. Had no idea why I did it. I went ahead and just went like that, and it wound up going back in battery. Now, I don't know if it is because me or the gun, but I'm thinking it's probably this thing right here. The second problem that I had with it was also the fact that when I was shooting it, another odd thing happened where I had put out the last magazine, popped the second magazine in, and again you can see that's locking a little bit as well. And again the slide was pushed all the way back, but I went to release the slide and kind of slingshot it, and it wouldn't unlock. So it stayed in the locked position. The only way I could get it to unlock was actually pulling the slide back, putting some pressure down on the slide lock here, and then it was able to go back into battery. So to me, that makes no sense whatsoever. I don't know why that did it, but I do have a suspicion, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, one of the things that I noticed was, and I'm going to see if I can focus in on this for you guys at home. Let me see if there we go. This right here, this bar that comes out here, this actually is supposed to sit inside this little hook here. Now you'll notice that the bar is actually outside of the hook. It's not in it, it's over it. This is, I think what's happening is whatever caused this to move, because I actually found this up and away. So it was actually like this. And what I think happened is whatever tension was on the actual slide lock, once that bar popped out, the tension was gone, not allowing it to release the slide. So to me, that's problematic. You know, I don't care what anybody says. To me, that's problematic, because if you're using this gun in a self-defense situation, the last thing you should have to do is literally worry if your gun is going to put itself back in the battery when you have like 3 or 4 more rounds in the magazine. So that's a huge problem for me. I'm not happy with that. But what I had to do is actually I had to take my finger and actually put it back in place, and had no other issues after that. But again, I'm not comfortable with that. That definitely was not a good deal for me. You know, overall, this gun has a tremendous amount of promise, guys. If Canon can get its fit and finish back to where it needs to be to make this gun amazing, I really think this gun has a great future. It is extremely accurate. It is very nice to shoot. Very low recoil impulse. I mean, it's just a really nice gun. There's just a couple of problems with it that I can't explain, and I don't know why they're happening. But it definitely is going to warrant a phone call to Century Arms and see what's going on. And this gun will probably be going back, because at this point, I can't really tell you that you should buy this gun. I can't tell you what to do, actually, to be honest with you. It's up to you. I may have just gotten a lemon, which is a possibility. It's always a possibility. But at the same time, I'm just not confident enough to carry this. And if I can't carry one of these firearms with me, it has no purpose for me whatsoever. So I'm going to send it back. I'm going to have them look at it. Hopefully they can diagnose what the problem might be and fix it, because I do like the gun and I want to keep it. But at the same time, I just can't carry a gun like this. Now, one of the other things you'll notice is the slide lock right here. You notice it's not moving at all. And this is one of the other things. Let's say you put a magazine in, you put the slide forward, it goes in the battery, you shoot it, you're out of your mag. Now look what happens to the actual lock. Oh, it doesn't do it there. Isn't that interesting? Let me see if I can do it this way. So I put it back so that the slide is locked. Let me see if it does it now. Yeah, now it's not doing it because I actually put that bar back into its place. But what happens is when that bar comes out, this slide lock actually, as you pull the trigger, you can see it a little bit right here. This slide lock will actually go up and down even more. And it's almost like that bar is working itself out of where it needs to be, which I think is what's causing that problem. So that to me is not a good thing. And unfortunately at this point, for me, this gun is a no-go. I cannot put this in the service in regards to carrying it, because I just can't trust my life with it or my family's. I have no other issues with any of the other pistols I use. So they will continue to be in service with me, but this one right now, it's on hold. So hopefully you guys got something out of the review. Hopefully you can make your own informed decisions. Tell me what you think. Please like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, spread the word of the channel so it can grow. Again, I'm just trying to do my best to keep everybody informed in an honest way. So I hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe out there. And as always, freedom is never free.